We all know the basics. Teeth help us smile, chew, and break down all the foods that we consume throughout our daily lives. But you see, teeth are more interesting than you actually think. These tiny, shiny white pearls inside of your mouth have a fascinating history and some crazy facts. So this is 10 facts about your teeth I bet you never knew. Fact number 1, your tooth enamel is actually really strong and stronger than you think. Your enamel, which is the outermost layer on your tooth, is actually the strongest substance in your entire body, even stronger than your bones. They're made to withstand the daily grind of chewing and talking and eating all of those snacks and junk food. Even though the enamel is the strongest part in your entire body, it is still weak to acids and tough chemicals that can slowly erode and break down your tooth. That's why we need toothpaste and oral care to help protect our teeth. And actually, your enamel is always completely white, but after a long time of erosion and hard chemicals and harsh foods that we consume on a daily basis, the enamel starts to get thinner and thinner and reveal the yellow layer under it. Fact number 2, you are actually born with 52 teeth. Yeah, you heard me right, 52. That's 20 baby teeth and 32 adult teeth. But your 32 adult teeth are actually just waiting on the sidelines. Fact number 3, no sets of teeth are alike. Teeth are completely unique, kind of like snowflakes. Not one person has the same set of teeth as another. From the shape of your bite to the way your smile lines up, it is completely unique. So the next time somebody compliments your teeth or your smile, know that it was a genuine compliment because nobody else in the world has a smile like yours. Fact number 4, ancient Egyptians were actually the first people to come up with a kind of toothpaste. Long before there were minty tubes of toothpaste in everybody's bathroom, the ancient Egyptians were actually creating their own formula for a kind of toothpaste. This formula actually included powder ashes, eggshells, and even crushed ox hooves. Now luckily we don't have to do the same because we have found way more natural ingredients like coconut oil and other properties to help us have a real good healthy toothpaste. Fact number 5, your teeth actually start forming before you're born. You see, your teeth actually start to form while you're still inside the womb. As early up into 6 weeks in pregnancy, tooth buds start to form inside of your gums. Now it does take a few months after birth for them to pop out of the gums, but still. But it's not like after you're born and you just have gums that your teeth are waiting to grow. They're already there. They're just waiting to come out. Fact number 6, your teeth are actually the only part on your body that cannot heal itself. Unlike your skin and your bones, your teeth are different. Once they're damaged, they cannot heal or regenerate on their own. That's why it's super important to take care of them. That's why oral care is so deeply important. That's why there's a big push for enamel rebuilding and enamel protecting toothpaste, mouthwashes, and all these other different oral products because sometimes your tooth needs some help. But if you get to the point where your enamel is completely gone or you get a cavity, it's time to go call a dentist. Fact number 7, your mouth actually produces around 10,000 gallons of saliva in your lifetime. It might be a little nasty, but every single day your mouth is hard at work producing at least 2 liters of saliva in one day. Over a lifetime, that's about 10,000 gallons, enough to fill up at least 2 swimming pools. A little nasty, I know, but saliva isn't just that weird stuff inside of your mouth. It actually helps to break down foods, neutralize acids, and help you consume all the foods you need, and also keep bacteria in check. So if you're having a day where your mouth feels really dry and you feel like you're not producing enough saliva, it's good to get a refreshing mouthwash. Fact number 8, you actually spend around 38 days of your life brushing your teeth. If you brush your teeth twice a day for at least 2 minutes each, that ends up being 38 days in an entire lifetime. That's over a month dedicated to just tooth care alone. I know that's a lot, but it's really worth it because keeping good dental health is extremely important. Fact number 9, plaque and bacteria are actually having a pretty wild party inside of your mouth. Plaque is a sticky film that sits on your teeth, which bacteria love to hang around with. But luckily for you, there are things you can do to fight off this bacteria, like using our staple process of flossing, brushing your teeth, and using mouthwash, in that order. With this process, you can easily get rid of that plaque and bacteria, so you won't have to face any of these problems. Fact number 10, toothprints can actually be used to identify people. Now I know this leads back to one of our other facts, kind of, but it is true. You can be identified just by your toothprint alone. Now when we think of detectives, we know that fingerprints can be identified, but you can just as easily identify people from a toothprint than you can fingerprints. Even go far back as dental records can be used to identify people, because no two sets of teeth are the same. These same dental records can even be used in forensic science to help solve cases. So the next time you try to take somebody's leftovers inside of that fridge, just know there is always a way to find out. Your teeth are actually extremely important to your everyday life. So next time you think about skipping brushing your teeth in the morning or the night, you won't. Hi, my name is Nathan. You were watching Dr. Ginger's, and this was 10 facts about your teeth I bet you didn't know. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow our other social media accounts. And make sure you hit that post notifications button so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching.